Good afternoon and thanks for joining us right here on Midday, Kentucky, of course. It's Friday, one day before the royal wedding. Woo. How are we all?
Doing great. Great. I can't wait.
Are you?
Can't wait for the weekend.
Great.
Not great.
Okay.
Great.
That sounded a bit weird.
She's royal wedding ready.
David Goldman, everyone, sitting in, of course, on Fridays. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
How long till your wedding?
Oh, 2 weeks out, y'all.
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
And what did I tell you to do?
Run.
15 minutes ago.
Run.
No, didn't say that.
What'd you say?
Get a haircut.
I got it booked with JP.
You've got to have a haircut before a wedding, let me tell you.
Yeah.
A man should always have a haircut at least 10 days out so it doesn't look freshly cut.
Yes.
That it looks sort of grown in and it gives you a nice sharp look.
I'm excited.
So we've called JP.
The man.
He won't be watching at the barber store because that's where I go.
He might.
You go. No, because he's always got football or something on.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would he watch this show?
I don't know.
mean?
I feel like they might actually watch the show.
They
Because
did last
They have
week.
like 10 different shows going on. They're a bunch of soap opera boys.
Yeah.
They are.
But there's more drama going on in that barbershop than telenovela TV. Anyway, as I said, play the music, everyone. We are one day away, of course, from the royal wedding, as we said. And the big day is, of course, tomorrow. And after all the drama this week with the father of the bride, let me tell you, so dramatic. We now know that who will be walking Meghan down the aisle. And, of course, guess what?
Who is it?
Prince Charles.
There he is.
Oh,
Yeah. I think it's
sweet.
amazing. Well, I do have to say to you, watching TV all this week, in regards to the royal wedding, she will be entering the church alone, not being accompanied by her mother, of course. She will be with her 6 bridesmaids and 4 page boys. She will walk halfway up the aisle and then she will be accompanied by Prince Charles. The royal enthusiasts are absolutely over the moon about this because Prince Charles doesn't have a daughter.
Yeah.
And he would never have been able to have that privilege of walking his own daughter down the aisle. But here's the thing, Jermaine Greer this week on English TV came out and said that the royal family are to blame for Meghan Markle's father not being at the wedding because they didn't really want him there anyway. So they're putting the blame on him, saying that he's had all these operations and set up the paparazzi shots, and this is just a little bit of gossip.
Oh,
Right.
I don't buy that.
But
Oh, you think it
the
was
only source that the conversation's happening is with TMZ.
Yeah.
Okay, all the conversations happening on the gossip site TMZ. There's no images of him having the operation. There's no reports of him actually entering the hospital.
See,
They
I think,
say he's had 2 stents put in.
I think it's a setup.
I think
agree.
it's a scam.
Yeah.
I don't.
The Royals don't want them there. Let me tell you.
Listen, that is a very pushy family. And if
Oh
they
yeah,
want something.
I'm telling you. And here's something else also. I also believe it's just been reported that Meghan's half-sister actually had a car accident, said she had a car accident because she was being followed by the paparazzi. She's no Princess Diana, let me tell you. And also that she broke her ankle. But there's no evidence that the paparazzi were there. And she's also changed her last name to Markle. Look, this is a family that's just going to keep spewing that rot out on our royals. And I think it's the most tragic thing to watch because I was saying before that I feel that you can't choose your family.
Right.
Okay? And I appreciate that. I understand that she obviously doesn't really care for them anyway, because she came out in a statement yesterday stating that she has always cared for her father. Now, a daughter who loves her father would say, I've always loved my father, I wish him well,
Right.
but use the words, I've
Care.
always cared.
Yeah.
Even I say more than that about my mother, who's a bit of a tippler. You know what I mean? You know, at least she looked good getting a bit tipsy.
I think it's one of those things though where like she's got to play into this role.
Yeah.
You know, and like it's
Yeah.
they're very like, well, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. And she's probably, you know, crossing her T's and dotting those I's.
Well, look, I'm just saying to you, like, I'd be cutting them out of my life altogether.
Yes, you would. I know that's true.
I would.
I would.
Listen,
no,
if I
family
married,
is family.
If I married into the royal family, If I could,
Yes.
let me tell you, I'd be cutting out a lot of people because there's a lot of dirt out there.
We are definitely going to cover
There's
that.
a lot of dirt.
If you marry into
And
the
I
royal
remember
family, we are
my little
covering
brother, he's a bit of an issue as well, my little brother. I don't come from good stock, I'm just telling you. Okay, I might have been sent to boarding school, but there was a reason. Anyway, but I remember in the height of me doing this TV show in Australia, my brother wanted something from me, and I was like, it's not going to happen, blah, blah, blah. So he threatened to call the press and divulge stories. But I had to tell him, I said, you do realise I'm not that famous. Like, it's not really going to do anything. No one's going to pick the story up that I bashed you up on the trampoline when you were 3.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And threw horse manure at you. It's not going to happen. You know?
I'm sure those things did really happen.
I know,
but
I'm
did.
sure they did.
Yes.
They definitely happened.
Again,
All right.
That's why they shipped them.
Let's get over to, if you aren't flying across the pond to celebrate the wedding, well, if you were, you wouldn't be watching this show right now. There are some places here in Kentucky that you can participate in the celebration, and I don't mean my home. Shakespeare & Co. is opening at 6 a.m. to celebrate the royal wedding at their downtown location, everyone. They'll be serving bottomless mimosas, Bloody
Nice.
Marys, and gin and tonics for just $15.
Very nice.
I know a couple
Wow.
people that are going to that. Yeah.
Do
Are you?
really?
Yeah,
Are you going?
Allison's going because you know her father was British. That works at the spa that's always on the show.
Oh.
And she is obsessed with the wedding.
I got you.
Awesome.
Number 2, Drake's in Lexington is opening at 6 a.m. as well. They're having a watch party of the actual wedding live. There'll also be bottomless mimosas. Don't they understand the royals don't drink mimosas?
Doesn't matter.
No,
We're in America.
What do they drink? They drink Hendrick's gin
Yeah.
And Pimm's, right?
and Pimm's with a stick of cucumber. And if you haven't had a Pimm's straight,
Right.
okay, not Pimm's, a Hendrick's gin on the rocks, what you do is you fill the glass up with the tumbler, up with ice, then you pour the gin in it till it's full, and then you stick the thing of cucumber in it, and you just swirl it around. After 2, you're very happy. You think you're a right royal queen anyway. Do you know what I mean? And all of a sudden, you start trying to chop people's heads off. Also, if you want to watch the wedding on the big screen, this is interesting. You can at Fayette Mall, Cinemark. Now, that's the
the movie
theatre.
theater,
yeah.
That's the movie theatre?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
That's
is kinda
interesting.
cool.
Of
I
course,
like
you can
that.
buy the tickets online. I don't know whether I want to be in a room full of people who are going to the cinema at 6 a.m. because I'm thinking they'll come in their pajamas.
Yeah.
Probably going to happen, I would say.
I'll
That
Now,
may
in
happen.
Especially
Berea, am I saying this right?
Yeah.
Boone Tavern.
Yep.
Boone Tavern, yep.
They are also doing something, and it's starting at 3 p.m. So that's after the event.
They're doing a royal tea. Look at that.
But that's
But-
cool.
Yeah,
That is
that'd be
cool.
very interesting to see. Now, I wonder if they mean royal tea. Now, it says fine teas, savouries, and desserts. Interesting. Interesting. Send us some pictures if you're going to any of these events. Okay?
Sounds
That's
fun.
what we want to know.
Yeah.
I want to see what they do for the afternoon tea.
The
It'll be
mimosas
beautiful.
sound pretty darn good. Just saying.
Anyway, hey guys, yesterday we had a ghost investigator, Willow Rose Sierra from I Spy in our studio, and take a look at what she captured with her equipment. It looks like something is touching my arm. All right, I said I felt a little tingly, but that was just more in my head. Can you see the green?
Yes, it's like a stick
you say what it is, dear.
Well, it's what's sitting in the chair. It looks like a stick person that's kind of bouncing around a little bit like those dots. It's a stick. And that is the, supposedly, the apparition that's in the studio. And it's sitting in the chair.
So
And
Troy's haunted.
And when he first walked up on the set, I was recording this on my phone. When Troy, when you first walked up on the set, the device started tracking you. So you
Yeah.
had those little dots and stick-looking figure right on top of you, and then it disappears. Right
So
there
see
it
how
is. That's a
see how
perfect
I'm
example
walking?
right there.
See how I'm walking?
Yep.
That's my stick figure. But right beside it, that's the ghost.
That's
I
the
knew
ghost
there was
in
a
the
ghost
chair.
in here. I've been saying that since the
Yes,
beginning.
we knew.
Someone often scratches my ear without me knowing. That's why I've had I reckon that he's sitting here now, he or she, because remember I said I've had an itchy nose for weeks?
Yes, you have.
They've got something up my nose, like I swear.
Yeah, it's a ghost.
Definitely.
Definitely a ghost.
They like sticking things up your nose.
Tell us if you've seen any ghosts in your home, or give this gal a call.
Yeah.
Because it was a
It
little
was really
cray-cray.
bizarre.
Or if they
It
have
was.
pictures.
Yeah.
Put them on Facebook.
Hey everyone, it's clear that Americans. I wish you had just done this a different script, because now I'm reading it.
No, you are.
It's clear that Americans are weird. Not my words. Okay, I didn't write this. There are certain phrases that you can use that confuse visitors from other countries like me. Okay, so I picked 5 of these. All right? Because it is a little bit confusing for me. When you pronounce the H in house and heard, but not in herbs. How do you say herbs?
Herbs.
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 Yep, that
Herbs.
H is
See,
silent.
we say herbs. We enunciate the h. Anyway,
Say H again.
H.
H. H.
Okay. You call a sidewalk. Okay. Oh, hold on. Did I miss one? No. Sidewalk. It's a footpath. We call it a footpath.
Right.
Why do you think we call it a footpath?
Well, that's where everybody walks, right? So your
What do you
feet-
mean?
Well, that's why you would call it a footpath versus a sidewalk. Because you're
Yeah, your feet, you're walking on the
little
I
path.
sort of tuned out a little bit then. Did you see me looking at you like,
Yeah.
say it again?
I thought the ghost had possessed you. I was
did.
worried.
There
I was
was
like, it's
possession
got
happening.
Troy.
The
It's got him.
ghost. The ghost. Hey, calling a koala bear, it's a marsupial, not a bear. Do you call them
Marsupial?
koala bears?
I totally
A
do.
koala, yeah.
I
Just
would
a koala.
I'd definitely call a little koala bear. Little
Okay,
cute little
all right.
cuddly thing.
Yeah. a
Okay, here's your
marsupial.
next one, Lisa. Say this.
Okay, wait a second. Calling, oh wait, on the teleprompter.
This
Jelly is.
How long you been doing this show?
I was reading the monitor.
You
said
never
read
read
it.
the monitor, you read the teleprompter.
I read the monitor
I
sometimes.
remember
Okay.
my first show.
Jelly is jam to us. In the Oz, jelly is a wobbly dessert. What is that?
Well, it's actually, what do you call that dessert where it's sugar?
Oh,
Jello?
Oh, do you call it Jello?
We
Yeah.
call it Jello here.
We
You
call it jelly.
Oh.
Because it's jelly.
All right. All
Do we
right.
have pictures of these things?
I don't think we do.
Oh, okay. And number 5, which I think is really interesting because it always gets me in trouble when I'm booking guests or anything like that. You call it bi-weekly,
Right.
every 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
We say fortnight. I'll say, I'll see you in a fortnight or Wednesday week,
Right.
which means not next Wednesday coming,
Yeah.
the Wednesday after that.
Wednesday plus a week.
Can you see why I get confused?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I saw when I was reading the story about the biannually, it was kind of like that makes sense twice a year, but yeah. We've got some things
no,
to
hold
work
on,
on.
what? Twice a year?
Well, if
Yeah.
No,
it's-
biannually means every other year,
Oh, okay.
not twice a year.
Well, see, that's why it's confusing.
Can you
I'm
see,
trying
you
to-
confuse yourselves.
It's a tough language, people.
Okay, what have we got time for, my friends? We got time for one more? Okay, good. Barry, stop eating the chocolate and get it up. All right, before we get... I don't know what's going on here.
This ghost is really taking the station.
Messing with us.
All right, Younger You, everyone, is happening. It's my brand new TV show. We've been talking about it for the last few days. I'm looking for a liquid facelift or a Brazilian butt. Not for me, but for you. Okay? All you need to do is send me some pictures of your derriere or your face at theyoungeryoutv@gmail.com. Liquid facelift is free, no surgery. The Brazilian butt lift does involve surgery and a heavily discounted price. Liposuction gets done on your tummy and your chin and wherever else you got the fat, and it gets injected into your backside to give you that gorgeous Brazilian apple look. All right.
Wow, well,
That's
there
what
we
you need to
go.
do, everyone. Hey, how would you like to join us for light lunch and Shakespeare? At Shakespeare, I should say. It's going to be this Monday. We'll be live, of course, on the 21st. All you need to do, call that number, 859-447-8230. Come and join us for a little bit of lunch. It'll be nice. We'll be right back after this short break, everyone. You're watching the crazy Midday Kentucky. These two are killing me.
That one.